Coming up next, Delray Beach businessman and author Raul Pupo has written a book, and in an interview taped earlier, I asked Raul why he wrote the book.
Well, David, thanks for asking, but I've been in business now nearly 4 decades in services, computer services specifically, and I have never seen a more deplorable state of service to the customer in the nation, and so I was motivated to want to get the message, which I believe is a national issue at this point.
I got you. And you wrote the book, and I'm going to put it right up here so people can see it. America's Service Meltdown, and I'm sure our viewers out there can really identify with the service. I mean, everybody in our viewing areas had some horror story with a service situation.
Yes.
But you created and built several firms, which you said sold out to Fortune 500 companies.
Yes.
Now, you really are aware of the customer service situation. How bad is it, do you think?
Well, it's a national matter. It is no longer a corporate issue. That is to say, Corporation A wants to best corporation B in the marketplace, and
right.
So they raised the bar on service. I think we're past that because customer service is just not getting any attention in most corporate boardrooms. It is now a national issue. Several of our important service components of the GDP have moved offshore. Nanotechnology has moved to the Far East. Software engineering has moved to the Far East. Computer animation, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And I don't believe that those service components of the GDP are ever coming back. And so this is now a national issue for the country.
One of the hot points in customer service backlash, which I have discovered in my journey and with this show and so forth, is the press 1 for English, press 2 for Spanish. That really nails some people, What's your comment on that?
Well, I would do away with that. Because this is a nation that is predominantly an English-speaking nation.
And you're an immigrant, by the way.
I'm an immigrant. I am here by choice, and so when I came here as a child,
from Cuba,
from Cuba, I was born in Havana. I came here, and in sink or swim fashion, I had to learn the language. It doesn't kill you to do that. And I think we're doing our nation a disservice. We're doing the 45 or 50 million Hispanic speakers in this country a disservice by not enforcing an English language standard, frankly.
I mean, getting assimilated into the country like you were several generations ago, and like my friends were when they came over. I helped them learn English, and we get involved in the society, playing sports and all that,
Yes,
and that seems to be negligent now.
It is, but here's a paradox for you, because now American corporations are sending Spanish language call center work offshore. Argentina is a hotbed now of Spanish language call center work. There's probably 100,000 call center attendants responding to calls originating in the United States. So when you hit número dos for Espanol, the call goes to Argentina. So just think about that. A country like ours with 45 to 50 million Hispanic speakers that were not that haven't been assimilated and that we're not forcing to speak English. Are not available to help us with Spanish language call center work, and we're sending it offshore to Argentina.
Well, what's the big offshore center now, Raul?
Well, it depends on what it is. Frankly, in software engineering, the big offshore location is India. The Indians are now the kingpins in the world when it comes to software engineering. The Chinese are nipping at their heels. And my guess and estimate is that perhaps in the next 10 years or so, the Chinese will be the kingpins in software engineering.
Listen, Raul, thanks a lot for being here and giving us some insight on American Service Meltdown and some of the ways we can correct it. And right here is a cover of the book. And I have your website and telephone number on the screen right now. And also, probably you can pick this up on Amazon.com. You can get a copy of this book.
Thank you very much.